Chapter 8 Dark Times. Every dawn, Winchester Bay glows sapphire. It has always been the one constant in Gabriel's life. That, and his dream of one day wearing his father's crown. Now he looks over the water, the ships at harbor, the early morning workers carrying cargo to and from their vessels. Every crate, every box he knows is another addition to his kingdom, a small yet vital component to his growing nation. He licks his lips, watching with anticipation as the lowly peons work tirelessly to strengthen their king.
Come in, Xellia.
How'd you know it was me?
Because I know only one person with the gall to knock on a king's door so early in the morning.
Why? You got a girl tucked away somewhere in here? You look like you haven't slept since your father died.
You sleep enough for the both of us.
Gabriel doesn't turn to acknowledge the queen consort as she crosses the room to his table, popping the cork from a bottle of wine and filling the wine glass she had brought with her.
Bolognian red. Gabriel, are you holding out on me?
What do you want, Xellia? I've much to do today.
I'm sure you do. There's a lot of unease out there. No funeral? No coronation? The people are wondering what the delay is about.
Let them. I do not answer to them. I am the king.
Oh, yes. You are the king.
Is there anything else?
Have you found him yet, my dear husband's murderer?
Not yet.
What about your sister? Surely you found her.
Not yet.
Then maybe you can spend less time playing king and spend more time looking for them. I'm not about to lose everything I earned because a little girl and a cripple blabbed to the wrong person.
You have not earned a damn thing in your life, Xellia.
I don't expect you to understand a woman in my position. I spread my legs for your father because it was expected of me. I married the bastard after he requested my hand because it was expected of me. I ruined my body bringing that brat into this world because it was expected of me. I have earned the title of queen consort 1,000-fold, so don't you dare!
You are a glorified broodmare! You are a wench my father picked from his harem to warm my mother's seat. But you're not even that anymore, are you?
How dare?
Do not concern yourself with Alistar and Andromeda. What you should worry about is proving your worth to me after I get rid of them. And before you even consider it, I'm not desperate enough to bring a dog like you into my bed. Now, get out of my sight.
No, you wouldn't bring a dog into your bed. Just one of Alistar's whores.
Oh, damn it.
There's something delicious in here.
The bacon or me?
Mwah.
Can you at least eat some breakfast before you go?
I always found having a meal waiting for me after a stuffy council meeting gives me something to look forward to. Especially a meeting like this one.
The king dead? Prince Alistar the culprit? It just doesn't seem real.
I can hardly believe it either. Oh, gods, where is my damn jacket?
In your trunk where it always is, love.
Thank you. I'll be off then. Mwah. I love you.
I love you too. Be safe.
In Dawn's Keep, the members of the council sit in their respective seats, with more than a few being aware of the vacant chairs of the king, the queen, the prince, the princess, and the captain of the guard.
Presenting King Gabriel Lythan Valarian von Gregor.
Announce yourselves for the record.
General JACQUEE Battlebrand, Master at Arms.
Admiral Jorith Ingvard, Master of the Sea.
Royal Magic Advisor Derequin Alexia, Master of Arcana.
Overseer of the Commons, Trefor Dougal, Master of the People's Voice.
Head Archivist O'Haka Gardner, Mistress of Knowledge.
Merchant Guild Leader Cooligan von Meldegem, Master of Trade.
Ambassador to the Woodland Queendom of Iona, Mithra Denoncourt.
Miss Denoncourt, could you please wait in your chamber? We have a separate matter to discuss later.
I suppose? Excuse me.
Thank you all for coming. Understand that this has been a trying time for all of us. The time for grief will come, but now we must act. Every day my traitor brother walks free, our strength, my strength, is questioned. At this crucial hour, we cannot afford any infirmity. To begin, I would like for each of you to swear your fealty to me, so we can seal in stone our oath to bring my brother to justice and usher in a glorious new age for Dawnwood.
You needn't question my allegiance, Your Grace. My men and I stand with you through sleet and squall.
And I will continue to provide an availing word or two should the need arise, Your Majesty. It is only natural, as your instructor, that I provide you whatever aid you desire.
Your Eminence, I swear my undying loyalty to you. Even if a fraction of my arcane knowledge can be of use in the capture and execution of the traitor Alistar, then I would be deeply honored.
Do you have something on your mind, Cooligan?
If I may be so bold, can't we truly say that it was Alistar who murdered the king?
The audacity you have to question the king!
He has a point, Miss Gardner.
Well, there are many forces in our world that can take the form of someone we know. Any one of them would bask in the chaos regicide can bring.
Then why did he run? You forget that Alistar attacked King Gabriel. Thanks to my superior training, Gabriel claimed an arm and an eye from the bastard before that sand-stomper bitch rescued him. This is what happens when peace is threatened. The softer hearts cling to any semblance of reason to justify the continuation of that peace. But here's the honest truth. Alistar von Gregor killed King Dorovinus, witnessed by the former Queen Consort and the King.
Well said, General. Meeting is adjourned.
Your Majesty, we haven't sworn our fealty yet.
There is no need, Cooligan. You and Trefor have demonstrated exactly where your loyalties lie. If you cannot trust the word of your king, then I cannot trust you.
Gabriel! We merely suggested...
King Gabriel! Men! Take these two to the dungeons until further notice.
You're arresting us for trying to give Alistar a fair trial?
Get away from me!
Get your hands off me!
Your Grace, reconsider this!
Do not fear. You two will be given a fair trial.
Your
This
Majesty,
is a
I
mistake.
have always been loyal
You
to the
need
crown.
the Merchant Guild.
Always!
You need us!
Admiral,
I command the Navy. The Navy is the pride of the kingdom, and you are the kingdom. My fealty is yours, and always will be.
good. Battlebrand, one more thing.
Elsewhere in the doldrums, sequestered in a room carved from the dry tunnel in the sewers, a lone rat folk tends to some lavender he keeps in a small ceramic pot. The scent of the flowers keeps his home smelling sweet and devoid of the stench of excrement.
There's a cup of water there if you're thirsty, and I'm cooking up some dinner. bacon and taters.
His guest is a lone girl, her hair as golden as straw, and her eyes as blue as the sea. In her hand-me-down peasant clothes and crude leather strap being used as a hair tie, one could easily mistaken her for a bastard love child of an aristocrat. But those who know their nobility would recognize Princess Andromeda von Gregor, the little sister of Gabriel and Alistar. With hollow eyes, the small child watches Zack prepare their meal.
Oh, don't worry. It's perfectly safe to eat. I may be a rat folk, but I don't live like a vermin.
She remembers the meal she had with her father before the council meeting. A plump steak cut into bite-sized pieces for her, scrambled eggs and diced potatoes. The very scent of the cooking meal brings up the memories of the last moments she spent with Dora Venus. Andromeda's vision blurs as tears well up in her eyes. Zack turns towards the weeping princess and frowns, snuffing out the flame under the pan. He goes over to the child and sits beside her.
No, your brother, Alistar? He's a real loon.
Sniffling, the little princess looks at him, tears streaming down her cheeks.
There was this time we were shooting darts at Mercer's place. And I admit we were probably drinking a little too much to be playing, but we grown-ups can be dunderheads. Now, Alistar at the time was really into this new drink called the Captain's Dance. It's called that because when you drink too much, you dance around like a drunk captain. Yada, 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 yada.
Zack's ears perk up at the sound of the little girl's laughter.
Yeah, now imagine your brother dancing around like that while playing darts. Yeah, no, we kept telling him to sit or at least put the mug down, but he would say,
"The captain never wastes his grog."
Andromeda's eyes widen at the perfect imitation of her brother's voice. Hearing it relaxes her as a little smile appears on her face.
At that moment, I spied a copper piece on the floor and bent down to pick it up. Bad move.
Andromeda's completely captivated by the story, wiping her nose on her sleeve.
Your brother threw the dart, it sailed across the room, and bam! It got me right in the butt cheek.
Zack bounds around the room, clutching his bottom.
Ow, 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 ow! Right in the keister. I was hopping around, and all of our friends were trying to get me to hold still so they could pull the dart out of my butt. Your brother, though, he was so drunk, he sat down and said,
"Oh, I missed."
So now, whenever you hear someone say they don't give a rat's ass, you know whose butt started it.
The joy in the child's eyes begins to subside, prompting Zack to crouch down in front of her.
He's still out there, you know.
Andromeda's eyes light up as he says this.
And I bet he is on his way right now to make things right.
But Gabriel hurt him.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah. But Alistar is tougher than he looks, right?
Andromeda hesitates for a moment before giving a small nod. With a smile, Zack returns to his spot beside her.
Now, why don't you tell me a funny story about Alistar?
On my birthday last year, he sneaked me out of the castle. He brought me an ice cream cone, and he took me down to the docks to meet some of his sailor friends. They were really nice, except for this one man who bumped into me and spilled my ice cream.
Oh no! Then what happened?
Alistar told the man to apologize, and the man did this to him.
Andromeda extends her middle finger.
Well, that was rude of him.
Yeah. Alistar picked up a piece of the cone and put it in the man's belt. A bunch of seagulls started to fly around the man, trying to get it, and he was waving his arms, shouting, "Go Go away! Leave him alone!
Oh, then what happened?
I told Alistar we needed to clean up the ice cream on the ground, and he kicked the ice cream cone into the water and said, "Then let the fishies eat ice cream for your birthday, while I buy you a cake."
Ooh, what kind of cake did he buy you?
Chocolate with little strawberries. It was a little cake, so we each ate half. He let me have the strawberries. We ate it on his balcony.
That sounds really nice.
Gabriel got mad at him, saying he spoiled my appetite with sweets. Alistar told him, "Let her enjoy herself. Just because you didn't get to be a kid doesn't mean she can't."
Now, from what you just told me, no matter what happens, Alistar will always be there to protect you.
I miss him.
We all do. Now, it may not be tomorrow or the next day, but Alistar will come home. And he'll show everyone that he doesn't give a rat's ass who he has to face if it means protecting you.
In the days following the death of the king, the doldrums has become a den of distrust and uncertainty towards the monarchy. There are many who knew Alistar well. Mercer's place is no different. The alcohol flows as often during the day as it does at night, as the usual clientele want to drink and forget the current events. Except for a few.
Sarani, if you break the damn...
A curfew! A goddamned curfew! Read it.
Can you blame Silver Spoon? With what happened, I'm sure he's scouring every inch of the city for whoever off-Dora Venus.
Any citizen of the province known as the Doldrums seen after dark will be apprehended and detained under suspicion of treason against the crown.
See? It's not the whole city, just the damn doldrums. He's locking us down, Mercer.
There goes most of my profits.
We doing the contest of 460 again.
Shut the hell up!
What are we gonna do, Mercer?
What do you mean, what are we going to do? You want us to storm the castle and tell the pompous bastard where to shove this?
It'd be a good start.
Can everyone just take a breather for one damn minute? Silver Spoon's just lashing out because he thinks everyone in the doldrums loves Alistar. Once he calms down, things will be fine.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Please go back to your swill, everyone. We won't be long.
Sarani Ravenhair?
Yeah? What do you want?
By order of King Gabriel, you are hereby under arrest for suspicion of conspiracy against the crown.
Are you shitting me?
What are you gabbing about? I thought whores liked being in cuffs.
How about you kiss my ass, mother...
Hold on just one damn minute. What is this about conspiracy?
Oh, just sling your drinks, barkeep. This doesn't concern you.
This is my bar, so yeah, this does kinda concern me.
When exactly did I have time to conspire? What, is he better because he bucked after less than a minute?
Shut your mouth! Our orders come directly from General Battlebrand, who was ordered by the king.
That doesn't answer the question, asshole.
Hey, look. We'll be back for the rest of you scumsuckers. But right now, we only have 2 sets of cuffs, so...
So there's only 2 of you and a whole room full of us scum-suckers?
To hell's with this. If they want to make their miserable lives worse by sheltering the bitch, let them. Let's get out of here.
You heard him. Piss off.
We'll be back.
And we'll be here. You realize you just became an accessory to treason, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to let anyone tread shit onto my floor, let alone Silver Spoon's jackboots. Hey, let's chug some ale and enjoy our freedom while we can.
Yeah, drink up, boys, drink up!
Morning turns to afternoon, and afternoon turns to dusk. Sequestered aboard the great ship, the Razor Squall, two old friends, an old drow captain and his admiral, gaze out over Winchester Bay from the deck, pondering the future of Dawnwood while sharing a drink.
Even after living for over a century, I still can't comprehend it all. It doesn't seem real, Jorith.
Believe me, I know.
To King Dorvinus.
To Dawnwood. This is a delicious vintage. Where did you get it from?
Pettingill's Scarlet. I acquired it from Casatha Vintner on the archipelago of Calavius.
Calavius? Isn't that...
Queen Nicole's homeland, yes. This is the second time in my life I have tasted it. The first was at their wedding reception. I bought this particular bottle as soon as I heard Nicole was pregnant. I had hoped to share a cup with the two of them after the twins were born. Until...
A tragedy. She would have been a fine mother.
So, I saved it for the day Dorvinus retired from the crown. But now my friend lies cold on a stone slab, robbed of a proper funeral pyre. How did it come to this?
I'm sure Gabriel will arrange the ceremony soon.
Perhaps.
If you want, I can grant you leave. A few months at sea may do well for you.
Dawnwood needs friends right now. My place is here. Battlebrand! What do you think you're doing on my ship?
Stand down, Captain. We're here for the Admiral.
Me? Why?
His Majesty has ordered that you and yours be placed in the dungeons until further notice.
Me? And my wife? You arrested my wife? On what charges, Battlebrand?
For suspected conspiracy.
Jorith has been a friend to Dawnwood his entire life. King Dorvinus himself installed him as Admiral. What possible grounds are there for him to be suspected?
Take it up with the King. Men, take the Admiral.
A set of guards press forward, one clutching a freshly oiled pair of shackles, before their approach is stalled by the drow captain as he steps in their path, his eyes promising realms of torment should they continue.
If you think I will allow this on my ship, you are sorely mistaken, Battlebrand.
Captain, rest your blade.
Admiral,
That is an order, Captain. Stand down. I don't know the circumstances of His Majesty's sudden lapse in judgment, but I imagine I will soon find out.
Take him to the dungeons and put his weeping lady wife at ease.
You always were a bastard, JACQUEE. But this is a new low.
Keep talking, Dark Dweller, and you'll be next.
Decree watches the group leave with vengeance burning in his eyes. Not before long, his first mate Helga, the only half-orc in Dawnwood larger than General Battlebrand, walks up to him, her face a mirror of his own.
Helga, take the lads to Darien Island and wait for my word.
The half-orc's burning fury remains, but the flame has died down a bit. Then she cocks a single eyebrow.
I have an audience with the king.
Meanwhile, at the heart of Dawn's Keep, a collection of guards watch from their posts the exchange between their sworn king and the elven woman standing before his throne.
I thought I had made my intentions quite clear. Is there anything else you needed, Madam Ambassador?
Anything else? An explanation would do, Your Highness.
The elves of Iona have long been friends of Dawnwood's crown. We protect your southern border, and you provide us with the wealth of your forests. It is an advantageous trade that our two nations enjoy, but I cannot overlook the grievance that is your queen's lewd history for my traitor brother. Because of this transgression, I no longer feel safe having one of her people in my keep.
Queen Myria Delphine would never sanction such barbarism.
Then return to your queen and inform her that I will be anticipating her cooperation in my brother's apprehension.
Yes, Your Highness.
General, What is next?
Word from the docks, Your Grace. The Admiral's arrest was not popular among our naval men. There are murmurs of possible resistance.
Yet more fools wanting to take what's mine. Dawnwood's navy is the pride of the city. If they rise up against me, what does that tell the common folk?
The Navy has been a home guard for years, with the fleet below.
The fleet below would never turn its cannons on Dawnwood's own. I would be inviting calamity in the attempt, General.
Gabriel! And calamity arrives.
Decree, you seem agitated, old friend.
I demand answers, Gabriel!
You will call me King Gabriel. Despite the circumstances of how the crown came to me, I am still Dawnwood's sovereign. I understand you had a great deal of respect for your superior, but what was done has been done. Now, losing such a gifted admiral has placed our navy in a very precarious situation. Without a unified armada, we are vulnerable. Decree, you command the fleet below better than even Ingvard. And that is without mentioning your apprehension of the pirate Curian Thousand Scars. For these accolades, I can think of no other to—
What happened to you, boy?
I have told you, Decree. You will address me as—
King! Gods above, your father's funeral pyre hasn't even been lit, and you are single-handedly bringing Dawnwood to the brink.
You are mistaken. Alistar was the one who brought us to this. Everything I have done for Dawnwood.
Everything you have? Tell me what Alistar did, Gabriel.
You do not command me, Captain.
Look me in the eye and tell me what he did.
Alistar killed my father and tried to kill me. In the struggle, I took his arm and his eye before Jabari Illuze attacked me and rescued him using some kind of magic.
That enough of an explanation for you, elf?
Yes. I am an elf, General Battlebrand. I am a drow, to be precise. Say what you will about my particular lineage, but my blood has given me a natural affinity for deception. While I temper this woeful trait with honesty and goodwill, I still maintain a gift for detecting falsehood. By my sworn oath to King Gaderos von Gregor, I demand you lay down the crown and surrender to me, Gabriel.
Insurrection! Men, draw your swords!
Decree, this is a mistake. Dawnwood needs you.
Finally, the truth.
Men, seize the traitor!
With a battle cry, a squad of guards descends on the lone prow, standing his ground against the rushing onslaught. But these men have not seen true combat in many years. Their skill in battle kept sharp only by rigorous practices. Meanwhile, Stormleech has seen many battles. All the cheers of Gabriel's name and their sense of duty mean nothing against superior skill. Weaving through his adversaries, Decree parries, riposts, and dodges an ashen shadow. Rushing through the armored warriors of Dawn's Keep, Gabriel watches with a scowl as one by one his guards fall to the ground defeated. To General Battlebrand's astonishment, not a single drop of blood stains the throne room floor.
Leave us, Battlebrand.
Won't leave you alone with this traitor, Your Majesty.
That was an order. Now go.
With a grimace, General Battlebrand's desire for combat is overwhelmed by his oath. He lowers his spiked warhammer and departs, leaving the King of Dawnwood alone with Captain Decree.
Never in a million years would I have imagined crossing swords with you, Gabriel.
Nor I you, Captain. But a king must defend what is his.
Doravenus, Nicole, please forgive me.
With agility complimentary of his bloodline and experience, Decree presses the attack, weaving through the air with his singing blade. A single tear drifts across his eye as he descends upon the prince he had watched grow up. Decree stares in shock, finding his blade locked with Gabriel's. With his speed, there was no way the prince could possibly have anticipated the attack.
You underestimate me, just like the rest of them.
With inhuman strength, Gabriel breaks the stalemate, throwing the drow off of him and lunging with his own sword. The tyrant king of Dawnwood pushes Decree back with a flurry of slashes. The elf can't believe how swift he was. He had seen the prince practice in the yard. His form was exquisite, his strikes precise, but his temperament always robbed him of victory when battling more cunning adversaries. But this isn't the same Gabriel. His form isn't just exquisite, it is flawless. His strikes aren't just precise, they are deadly, requiring Decree's superior dexterity to deflect fatal blows. But where he gained strength, his weakness remains. Gabriel's temperament surges at the sight of the drow's struggle, but then, a feint. Gabriel's blade finds only air, and a moment later, Gabriel buckles as he feels his leg collapse out from under him before a hard blow knocks him onto his back. Soon Gabriel finds himself staring down at the blade of Decree's sword.
How could you? Your own father! He robbed me of my destiny. He loved you.
With a roar of defiance, Gabriel rolls away from his enemy, snatching up his sword. But as he springs to his feet, his boot slides over the slick blood on the tile, providing his drow opponent an opening. Gabriel looks down at the sword protruding through his sternum. Before he can react, the blade twists and rips free from his body.
Gabriel, I did not want this.
I am the true sovereign.
Decree places his sword to Gabriel's throat, tears streaming down his cheeks.
I don't know what madness led you to this, but it ends now.
How arrogant.
Gabriel.
Decree can hardly believe what he is seeing. Like a puppet being pulled upwards by its strings, Gabriel rises to his feet, his head twisting towards the elf with a wicked grin. Each syllable spoken is like an unseen dagger, cutting deep into Stormliege. Although not shedding blood, his strength wanes, forcing him to his knee as he clings to his sword with a trembling hand.
What is this? Gods above.
My voice alone can dominate those who are inherently greedy like drow, and yet you are able to resist. Very impressive.
Good. You brought him to his knees. Now, let us be done with this.
Gabriel strides forward, blade held aloft to deliver the killing blow.
No!
The sword remains raised, the muscles in the king's arm tightening to the point of paralysis.
What? Release me!
Killing this elf will only spark further rebellion from the fever.
Decree will never serve me.
Not directly, but he will serve your purpose.
Very well, Captain Decree. You are hereby stripped of your title as captain. Your ship and crew will be detained and brought to trial for potential treason. I hear your cabin boy is quite yellow. I wonder if he'll scream when he is chained to the stocks.
Gabriel's guards soon descend on the vanquished elf, placing on him the shackles that have bitten into the wrists of the foes he himself imprisoned. The men and women of the Palace Guard are in disbelief at what they are seeing. Decree Stormliege, defeated by Gabriel's hand. Even General Battlebrand seems a bit disturbed by the sight. Decree trembles, but not because of the pain. Instead, his eyes lock onto Gabriel, unable to comprehend what he had just witnessed. Sorrow grips him as he is dragged to the dungeons. He has failed his oath, his friends, his crew, and most importantly, he has failed Dawnwood.
Your ancestors weep for you, Gabriel.
This is bullshit! How can he be allowed to do that? Spouting that nonsense about Alistar killing the king, and then he goes and imprisons 3 council members?
Well, one thing is obvious. Silver Spoon has lost his goddamned mind. What are your thoughts, Vittrup?
My thoughts are that we're all in an overflowing latrine with a busted lock. I say we make for the docks and put this damn city behind us.
Just cut and run, huh?
You think the rest of the city gives a shit about us, Telik? I'm sure there will be more than a few whoops and hollers when the royal thugs come stomping through here. Mercer?
I'm not running. Alistar was with us that night. The man knew the crown was coming his way, and he still chose to spend the evening with us. Where everyone sees thieves, beggars, scoundrels, con artists, he sees people. Actual people. If we run, we're spitting in the face of everything he stands for. So now, I'm not running. I'm staying here in my bar, and if I have to fight every last guard in the castle to keep it, then the gods is my witness, I will! I stand with Alistar.
To the pit with Silver Spoon. I stand with Alistar.
Me too. I stand with Alistar.
Then you're dead. Come on, Luna. Luna? What? No! He's going to kill you! He's going to kill every single one of you!
Not if we fight together, Vittrup.
You'll die together.
A heavy tension lingers in the halls of Dawn's Keep following Decree's arrest. The great drow captain, a legend among the people, being shackled and caged? Such a slight is unimaginable. As the city falls into an uneasy silence, the Tyrant King's mood is like a tempest as he slams the door to his chamber open. Tearing his regal clothes from his body, he looks down at his bare chest, the grisly wound on his sternum where Decree had bested him, now reduced to an ugly scar.
He almost killed me.
Almost. But not quite.
Tell me again the terms of our bargain, demon.
Your soul, full of the strength to seize your inheritance.
What strength? Alistar and Jabari escaped. My sister is missing. There are whispers of rebellion, and that damn elf could have ended my rule in its infancy.
'Tis a poor knight to blame his sword, Your Majesty. I gave you a gift, but you lack the proficiency to wield it. Jabari took you by surprise. You allowed your sister to slip away, and it was your lack of skill that almost led to your death. If not for my words of domination, you would have fallen.
It's not enough! How am I to govern this city if I can't even strike down dissidents without your direct aid?
Perhaps you require something more substantial.
Speak plainly, damn it!
What we have is a partial contract, a minor bond that grants you a taste of my power.
I offered you my soul for a partial contract? What more could I possibly give?
Not much more. You forfeit the souls of the dissidents you strike down, and in return, I grant you the full extent of my power. Quite an organ, if I do say so myself.
Very well, demon. I'll bring you souls to devour, and you grant me the power to rule Dawnwood.
Then let us complete the Black Covenant.
For the first time in his life, Gabriel feels a grip of fear. He brings his hand to his face, trembling as his heart races.
Repeat after me. Great Inheritor, Keeper of Bones, mine shall be your quill.
Great Inheritor, Keeper of Bones, mine shall be your quill.
His index finger snaps backwards, the bone bursting through the skin with an edge like a grotesque pen.
Great Inheritor, Drinker of Blood, mine shall be your ink. Say the words!
Great Inheritor, Drinker of Blood, mine shall be your ink.
As if guided by an invisible hand, Gabriel's arm bends and places the sharpened bone to his bare chest. His breaths come heavy and laborious.
Great Inheritor, Carver of flesh, mine shall be your parchment.
Great Inheritor, Great Inheritor, Carver of flesh, mine shall be your parchment.
The shaking man uses the bone to cut a series of intricate symbols into his skin. The markings, crude and alien in nature, soon marred Gabriel's flawless physique, leaving his torso as mutilated as the hideous scar on his abdomen.
Great Inheritor, Devourer of souls, mine shall be your sealer.
Great Inheritor, Devourer of souls, mine shall be your seal.
The markings burn with the intensity of hellfire. Trails of foul-smelling smoke rising from his body. The king falls to his knees, his body racked in pain. Amidst his heart pounding in his ears, and his own screams, he can hear the wicked laughter of the malicious force he has bound himself to. Just as the pain is nearly unbearable, it ends. Gabriel crawls to his mirror to see the brutalized figure that is his body. Only he finds his chest without a mark, his sternum without a scar. Even his finger has been restored. Peering deeper into his visage, he sees something new, something stirring behind his eyes.
We will inscribe a new chapter in the blood of all who try to take what's yours.
Then let us begin our work.
Below Dawn's Keep, deep inside the mountain where the castle was built upon, lie the dungeons, a sprawling series of cages where the enemies of Dawnwood are imprisoned, either to await the king's justice by hangman's noose or executioner's blade, or to rot behind bars for the rest of their miserable lives. A place unfit for a proper king, but for Gabriel he walks through the darkness, as seamless as a shadow marching through gloom.
Here they are, Your Grace. Right where JACQUEE left them.
Good. Now leave us.
Yes, Your Grace.
At first glance, the cell appears to be empty, but with eyes adjusting to the darkness, Gabriel looks upon his quarry. With their ashen skin, it would be easy for the untrained to miss the two elves occupying the cell. The man has a slim physique, a body tempered from long years at sea, with strong legs that complement his profession. The female is a completely different sort. The upper body resembles a woman, with a myriad of scars crisscrossing her face and her hair cut short. Her lower body, however, is that of a hideous visage of a spider, with long hairless legs that glisten like ebony, and a bulging thorax covered in chains to keep her from moving.
Your Grace, could it be? The hallowed king of Dawnwood has descended from the light to walk amongst us dark dwellers. We would kneel, but the chains make that problematic.
I am Gabriel von Gregor, the eldest son of King Dorovinus. And you are the slavers, Curian Thousand Scars, and Almagor the Vile.
Oh, our reputation precedes us, sister. What do you know of us, little king?
I know the stories they tell about you.
We don't need you to recite our life back to us, Light Strider. What do you want? Are you going to ask us to choose our execution?
Your people are as accomplished at sailing as you are with enslavement. I need that strength.
Ha! The King of Dawnwood wants drow corsairs in the Navy? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Be silent.
The drow are stunned to find the words radiate in their minds, forcing their bodies to submit as if it was as natural as breathing. Their throats catch, and they stare in shock at the king.
Of course, I don't ask something for nothing. You may speak.
The hell did you do to us?
Rally your brethren to my standard, and I offer you every prisoner in this dungeon. Serve me well enough, and I will give you Captain Decree Stormleech himself when my brother Alistar is found and slain.
Decree. Down below. You aren't joking.
What say you, drow?
I am yours. I as well.
Excellent. Guard, release them.
What? Them?
Are you questioning my order?
Forgive me, Your Grace. I spoke out of turn.
Glorious, delicious freedom. Now, get these shackles off of me.
The chains will come off, but the suppressor stays on. Prove your worth, and I will grant you access to your magic again.
Very well, Your Grace. Then I'll use my bare hands.
Hey! What are you doing?
I know you're the one who pissed on my bread, you damned Earthwalker! We'll release our boys here and call up the rest. But we will need ships.
You will have them.
Once the ships of traders and merchants were simple vessels of commerce. So imagine the surprise on the captains' faces when several citizens, clutching bags of coin or equivalent material, approached them while begging for transportation. Commoner, doldrum folk, it doesn't matter. At that moment, they were reunited in their shared desire to escape. Among them, Vittrup Milkspit was able to slip on board one particular ship. As the winds fill the sails and the vessel surges forward, a sigh of relief escapes the former resident of the doldrums.
Idiots. The lot of them. We stand with Alistar. Fine. Then die with him too. Hey, Captain. Where do you keep the booze?
Keep your sweaty hands off our grog or we'll drag you behind the stern.
Captain! Trouble ahead!
Huh? Those are naval ships. Why are they...
Captain! They're trying to block us!
No. They're not blocking us! Base some maneuvers!
The distant burst of thunder, then the whistling of cannon fire. These are the last things many hear before they find themselves plunging into the dark depths. Men, women, and children, citizens of Dawnwood just seeking a new life, perish in the very waters that once stood as a bastion against their enemies. So many die amidst the roar of the cannons and the bellowing laughter of Drow, in an event that would be named the Scourging of Winchester Bay. The chaos is not restricted to the sea. On land, particularly around the doldrums, a simple curfew has turned into a bloody manhunt. Drow warriors, now freed from captivity and thirsting for violence, descend on the lowly populace, but their fury comes with a horrific purpose.
Check everywhere! Kick down every door! Open every cellar! I don't care if you have to slog through the damn sewer! Find a girl!
The chaos bites at Zack and Andromeda's heels like snapping dogs as he pulls the princess through every coordinated alleyway, every memorized nook and cranny to squeeze past, cloaked and hooded to avoid unwanted attention.
Where are we going, Mr. Zack?
The doldrums are no longer safe for you. I need to get you out of here.
Hey, you!
Zack pulls Andromeda close before he freezes.
No, please. I have a son.
We have to hurry.
Mercer's place, normally buzzing with a myriad of drunkards, now stands as a barricade against the horror sweeping across the doldrums. Sequestered in the back room, standing over a map of Dawnwood with grim expressions, are Mercer and his companions, Telik, Kymber, and Sarani.
The pit takes Silver Spoon!
Telik.
No, damn it! You hear that outside, right? You hear what he's doing to us? He let the Drow loose on us! The gods damn Drow!
Watch your mouth, Telik. Captain Decree is a Drow too, remember?
And Captain Decree, the man is a hero of the city and Silver Spoon can just throw him in the dungeon? Why isn't the city doing anything? Where's the outrage? Where are the angry mobs? What we need
is for you to shut the hell up!
Well said.
Jumping from their seats, the assembled rebels turn towards the far wall, one devoid of any feasible entrance. Standing there is a woman, or more specifically, a maid, with platinum hair cut to shoulder length, piercing yellow eyes, and tanned skin that complements the intricate frills of her dress. The woman takes a drink of whiskey straight from the bottle before letting out a loud belch.
Oh, I swear I'm gonna have to drink Alchemist Fire to get any kind of burn.
What are you doing here?
Just taking in the sights of a room full of adults. Whining like children.
We're not afraid of you, Sunshine.
Of course you are. I haven't seen you in 6 years. And you still stutter my name.
Shit. If you're here, does that mean...
Michaela's in no hurry to come back. Not when he has finer prospects to pinch. But he wanted me to extend an olive branch. You've all seen what life is like without him. And now, look at the lot of you. With his resources, Silver Spoon would be dead and buried months ago.
Don't you mean weeks ago?
No.
An olive branch? Like we would be low enough to make a deal with that devil.
How much lower is your rock bottom, Telik?
Mikhail Montague is rock bottom. So why don't you collect that dirty skirt of yours and get the hell out of my bar?
Oh, please, Mercer. If anyone knows how dirty this skirt is, that'd be you.
Get out.
Don't worry. I'll be around. Bye-bye. Ugh.
Eventually, Zack stops at the base of the great wall that surrounds the city. Beyond is the realm of Leary, a land of freedom. He approaches a dilapidated shack nestled in the wall's shadow, as his heart pounds in his chest.
Is this a friend of yours, Mr. Zack?
Well, not so much a friend as someone who can help. Don't worry, we can trust them.
Andromeda stiffens as the door to the shack creaks open, and a dwarf woman steps outside, a black ribbon tied over her eyes. She is clad in an unwashed, sweat-stained dress that makes the princess wince as the smell hits her nostrils. Whoever this helpful person is, she clearly hasn't seen the inside of a bath for a summer or two.
I'm already shitting out my bowels from bad chili, and now I have a rat problem. The hell are you doing out here, Zack?
The princess looks quizzingly at her protector, who taps his snout, indicating the dwarf had smelled him coming.
Well, sniff again, nose, and you'll get your answer.
Sewer stink and doldrum muck. But what's that? A fragrance? Subtle. Scent of jasmine and... honey? Ah, shit! What are you doing with someone from the keep? What do you want?
I need her taken out of the city. The tide hasn't swallowed the gullet yet. There's still time.
Barely. I'll have the town guard sniffing after me like a drunkard after Serrani Ravenhair.
I'll pay. Triple. Just get her out of here.
Come with me, Mr. Zack. I don't want to go alone.
I know, kid. I'm sorry, but I can't. You gotta get out. You just have to.
Tick-tock, Mr. Zack.
I have an idea where to take her. You just need to promise you'll get her there. Understand? If I hear the contrary...
Triple will get her across the gullet before I get my panties soaked by high tide. But anywhere specific will cost extra.
Just take your damn money.
Huh?
And this.
He slides a coin into her palm, a golden coin with a sickly radius to it. The dwarf runs an inquisitive thumb over the trinket, and her face turns pale.
Why do you have this? Do the others know you have one of his coins?
Just get her across. Now.
Come along, you little peach.
Shirletha grabs hold of Andromeda's arm before yanking her towards the shack in the secret tunnel underneath the wall therein. The princess gives her guardian one last look, her eyes filled with fear and uncertainty as tears pour over her cheeks. Inside, Zack can feel his heart break as he watches the girl disappear into the darkness.
Gods, please, make her safe. Please.
Next time on Misfits of Dawnwood, Jabari and her companions begin their sojourn into the Shabtet Desert, arriving at the border city of Alyon Britia, also known as the stepping stone into the wasteland. But there is more to this place than meets the eye, as the group is beset upon by the one thing they never expected: a joyous homecoming courtesy of Jabari's family. Like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss Misfits of Dawnwood, Chapter 9, Stepping Stone, only on Path of Dragons Radio. Misfits of Dawnwood, Chapter 8 in the bag, and with it more political intrigue and the budding seeds of a doldrums resistance. Can't wait to see where this goes. Well, I know where it goes. I just can't wait for you all to hear it. Alright, it's time for shoutouts once again. John Rosenbaum playing Gabriel von Gregor, Tegan Morris playing Xellia von Gregor, KOEHLER as the demonic Benefactor, JACQUEE Battlebrand and Mercer the Stoic, GM Hakim as Decree Stormliege, Liam Chessel as Joreth Ingvard, then Patty Knox playing his wife Elizabeth Ingvard, Ian Luke Jones as Darraquin Alexia, Ray O'Hare playing a doubleheader as Trefor Dugal and Zach the Rat, Brad J. Taylor as Cooligan von Maldigam, Vandra O doing a triple header as Oaxaca Gardner, Almagor the Vile, and Sunshine, Mackenzie McClure as Curie in Thousand Scars, Athena Lee as Mithra Denoncourt, Kyle Randall as Telik Windscar, Stephen Hack as Kymber, Chrissy Crystal as Sarani Ravenhair, Jonna Lynn Alonso as Andromeda von Gregor, Melody Finn as Luna Tolgroft, and Jacob Bottoms as Vittrup Milkspit, Caitlin Martin as Shirletha the Nose, Dante Majors as Dungeon Keeper, Cole LaLuna as the Merchant Captain, then an old friend of mine, Old School Frisbee or Jay Frisbee, playing the Captain's Lookout, Claire Westcott as Castle Servant, Jeremy VOLKMAN as Bar Patron number 1, Jordan Volich as Bar Patron number 2, Melissa Carrington as Bar Patron number 3, Jack Durcan as City Guard number 1, Faye Holiday as City Guard number 2, Dre Aya as Drow Guard, and finally Luke Ryder as the Beggar. Whew, that is one heck of a cast, and each and every one of you guys, you are all amazing. You guys just give so much to these characters, no matter how small the role seems to be. Everyone always gives 110%. So I am eternally grateful for everybody who joins up with me, and obviously there's going to be plenty more in the future, so everybody stay tuned to Misfits of Dawnwood and Path of Dragons Radio. Like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any episodes, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.